We grow together. When I was 5, you were an oak tree, strong, stable, dependable. You wrapped your branches around me in protection. I was your only acorn, and no element could harm me in your presence. When I was 10, you were felled as an oak and grew as elm. Roots still strong but branches slender. Dutch elm disease started to take hold. I was your resident squirrel, and we spent much time together. Winged fruit abounded from your leaves, and your generosity taught me about the joy of giving. Your autumn leaves allowed your true colours to glisten in the distant sun. Every time our blue earth spun us back around to this season, your colours matured, their hues deepened. Vibrant reds fluttered to the floor as you laughed and joked at every opportunity. Sunflower yellows blown by the wind erupted into the crisp sapphire sky as you got to your feet and danced whenever the music took you. Orange leaves ignited like fire the tips of your branches as you sang without constraint, until all around you alighted with the same fire, consumed by joyous expression. You burned up as the elm and became ash. We shared a name now, and you always remembered that shared connection. Time with Dutch elm had weakened your roots, but this had allowed you to bend and dance with the wind, to show your true autumnal colours, both a blessing and a curse. The name ash, a touchstone embedded in your trunk, it allowed our minds to join even when your branches grew thin and hollow. Ash began to decay and willow rose through the centre. I was your blackbird now, returning often to your branches, sitting softly in your presence. Sometimes my songs stirred memories of your days as oak and elm. Often we just resided as life forms in a shared space. Sometimes my mind would wander, and I'd realize that these forms, destined to die, were not something we owned any more than the space surrounding us. One cannot own energy, and life is energy. And those moments of shared silence would shine the beacon of perspective down upon me. But as words rang out into the stillness of my mind, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. For the moment we define yours and mine, we forget that this is all borrowed. So all that exists is ours, everyone's. I remember the facts I used to relate to you, to shake your leaves, to encourage growth. 2,000 animals imprisoned, mutilated without anesthetic, slaughtered whilst fully conscious, every single second for human appetite. 200 species extinct every day, never to be seen again because of us. 200 acres of rainforest destroyed every minute to grow food to rear non-human animals for taste, not need. 9 million brothers and sisters of our own species starving to death despite having enough food available to feed the world many times over. You often didn't appreciate such disruptions to your psyche, but I was a squirrel then. It was in my nature to leap, run, rattle your branches. As I remember this, your branches droop as you feel my sadness. The round rings of your bark form eyes, and I gaze into them. They are so innocent now. Dutch elm weakened your grasp on life, but it also released the burden of judgment and the incessant need for more. You no longer claimed things as your own or defended a position, you just resided. And the connection I feel with you, because those defensive branches have fallen, allows unconditional love to flow between us unimpeded. I am your roots now, and you my leaves, and the water of love flows from me to you, then out into the atmosphere. You taught me so much in every stage of my life. And now you teach perhaps the greatest lesson of all. You are fully here in this moment, and you are peaceful due to that simple fact. You have much that could cause you to suffer if you could think about it, but because that's not an option, your full attention is always here. I see that if we could voluntarily learn to let go of this obsession with the past and preoccupation with the future, we would be here now, not needing anything other than what this moment presents. That's where life is, where joy is, where love is. If we all met each other, fully present in every moment, we could not cause each other to suffer and imagine that we could gain anything from that. In the end, the earth reclaims it all, friends. As you died one final time as the weeping willow, I wept but celebrated your return to life, unrestricted, free from form.